What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Sorry we haven't really been doing many vlogs or anything lately. Life has been actual mental, but kind of easing up on all of the work we've been doing for the last 6 months, nearly at the end. So thought I'll get the camera out again and show you a bit of stuff that's going on at the moment. So we have one of the many V-mount kits going out. This one is going over to the Greymouth, so the South Island of New Zealand. It's about a 4-hour drive from here. So this is to Steve. So he's already running his turbo kit. So we're going to have this available as this is an option on the website. Give us a month. Like honestly, we've redone both websites, the Vinny Fab one and our new business venture, which we haven't really talked about. We'll talk about in a second. But yeah, so you'll be able to buy it to suit your turbo kit. So you can buy it in raw, polished, blacked out, silver, whatever colour you want. We've got a powder coat booth now, and we'll just leave that bit of raw aluminium there so you can do your weld to your turbo, because obviously everyone's turbo kit's going to be different. And then we come with the G-Ready elbow and then the pipe work there as well. The V-mount AST tank, silicon joiners, all the hardware. Usually they have a sticker machine that prints all these stickers out, but no one got any ink for it, so we got the old pen out today. So trying to make these kits as easy as possible to put together. There's actually a YouTube video about these going together as well. Late nights, eh?
Got to do them sometimes. Joys of it.
Yeah. So this will be available as a kit. They are available as a kit now as well via email, but will be available on the website in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, so what else we got on Corbs?
GDR is starting the GDR.
Started a GDR.
Getting it all ready for wiring and fucking heaps going on. Get drive shafts back hopefully next week. Get them in. Hoops on.
I was going to show you what's going on, eh? Do you want to hold the bonnet, bro, just to make sure I'm not disappointing Josh with my filming skills. Seeming I filmed my whole America trip with my phone and it wasn't the greatest quality, so sorry about that. But
a lot of stuff off it at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. So James is making your radiator and stuff for it at the moment. It's really difficult to fit air conditioning, a big size radiator and a fan, a good size fan in there with obviously all the pulleys and everything in place, but I think we can still fit a 16 inch. We just have to extend the shroud to the outside. The other guys run like a 42mm core, but we've run a 56mm core on this. This is one of our race spec ones, so wanted to try maybe make that as an option as well if we can make the fan and stuff work. But yeah, so it's pretty much nearly ready. Put the pipe work back in, and then that can go off to Jace to get rewired. So we're going to do the whole thing. All this wiring here is going to disappear and he's pretty much going to rewire the whole car, I think. We've just run it out there so he knows where it is. But yeah, so that's all stripped out, the interior is out, dash is about to come out so that all the wiring can be done. It was just done for mock-up to make sure we had all the pieces there for it. So, Clayton's FC in here. I'll film this tomorrow or something like that. We've actually made really good progress with that. Hey, my giraffe arms. I'll film it tomorrow. And we got Kev Dog's hot rod in here. So he brought us these headers and this T-bucket. So these are the headers. They have a pretty rude weld there, so I've sanded it off. I've got to polish it out still. And then he wanted to make some sort of, like, previously had like a big like industrial like 6-bolt flange so you could change to tips to mufflers. So we came up with the idea that we would put the muffler inside the tube. So it's 3.5 inch with a 2-inch diameter tube through the middle of it. Perforated tube that we've wrapped in steel wool, like a wrap of steel wool and fiberglass packing. So I don't know if you can see in there. That's where it ends up, comes out. And then I've got these brackets laser cut from the boys down at STI down the road, so just fizz them on today. But he wants to put some sort of like Ford footwell thing on there, so got the boys down the road, they're gonna cut me a laser cut part so I can weld it on and bolt it on the top, and then that's that done. And then hopefully got a diff sorted for this. Made a little bit of a whine when we put it on high boost at GDR Fest, so I stopped driving it. I didn't want to do any damage. So yeah, pulled it apart and it was missing a couple of teeth off the rear diff. So found a new crown and pinion gear from Australia, so that's coming over. Get that sorted. But yeah, that's about it. I will touch base with you guys again tomorrow and show you a few more things once James gets in and we dig them out. Alright, another sunny morning. It's not so sunny. Typical, you put the fucking compressor on just to do a video.
I need to do some work.
Sorry. I just thought I'd just do a little walk around with a few of the jobs that are on here at the moment. Just finished this bike. Just put some shark fin mufflers on the tips on the back of it, just like the customer wanted. So obviously running a pipe out either side, heat wrapped up to the new tips. Came out pretty good. Jimmy finished it yesterday, so completely made that side. Also included a little heat shield there and rerouted the water line because it was the crankcase pressure breather because it was a little bit close to the exhaust coming out. We got the R32. So radiator has been pretty much made. Just got to make a shroud and finish the top plate and all that kind of stuff and mount it. So Corbin's just doing the water lines at the moment. He's doing the vacuum lines. He's mounting the battery in the boot. Got all the belts and everything on there now for the accessories, so we can work out our fan placement. Usually when people do radiators for RVs, they're 42mm core. We're running our 56mm core. So it's obviously pushed our fan back a little bit, so we're going to run a 14-inch fan and a 10-inch fan just to make sure that we've got enough cooling going on. Really looking forward to testing out the new 8-speed from HPR and 8-speed Oz. Actual fizzing to get that going. So Corbin's just mounting the battery, just doing the rest of the electrical stuff, and then that's off to Jace to get fully rewired. Got Richard's dummy 20B here. Just got one of the new Wade Henshaw dry sump kits, so I'll show you guys some more clips of that soon when I get that all together. Just realised that obviously this sump plate is made for 20B and he's running FD rear, so the bolt holes don't line up. So I've got to see if we can get a new plate of this, or we're going to have to retrofit it on, which is not an issue either. So this is Richard's Betty here. We've been modifying titanium golf trundlers that have been made by F1 engineers. So we had to re-weld the wheels because they're all cracked. Mike machined us up some new bosses in there so the wheels click on and off. I've put a potentiometer so you can slow it down, speed it up and move the on and off switch. So yeah, we get quite a few of these titanium jobs now come through, which is quite cool. So this was sentimental value to the customer. It's about 20 years old, I believe. But it was designed by an ex-Formula 1 technician, which is pretty cool. They're now mass produced in Germany. This is the first one, and his wife's got number 2. So it's pretty cool. What else we got going on? We got FC in here. So FC had been not worked on for a month or two, just with everything else going on. So James made some good progress in the last couple of weeks. So both intercooler pipes are now done. Radiator's pretty much done. Doing an oil cooler at the moment for it. These will be available as an off-the-shelf item because no one does an off-the-shelf item for FC. So yeah, so they can come in Orb or AN, whatever you want to do. If you want it done a different way, you can give us a message. Come with our radius, handmade radius end tanks. We've got a bunch of V-mounts going out that are getting done at the moment. We just sent one out to Greymouth. I think I showed you in the last clip, and there's another 3 going on at the moment. There's one in the jig car outside that's getting the aircon, our first aircon kit. Nobody's home. Nobody. Oh, I thought you were tapping on your head. No, nobody did. Oh, come on. Sorry, bro. And then we got Kevin's hot rod T-bucket. Just finished internally muffled lake pipes and included on his steps. Still need a clamp on there. He didn't want them to be one piece, so we've had to put a slip joint on there, put a clamp around it. Told him that he can't really stand on these, they're just more for visual. But he came out pretty good. Loving the new Typhoon. Focus. Yeah, the new Everlast Typhoon goes hard. And then, so these headers were already supplied to us, we just tidied them up, we shaved a weld off on both of them and gave them a Scotch finish. So for both sides, came out pretty good. So I don't know if you can see the muffler from in there. But yeah, pretty happy with that. So that's hopefully getting picked up today. We've got the XT High-Tech R33 GDR, excuse me, here for sale still. Just waiting on a new crown and pinion gear. One of the teeth let go at GDR Fest once we put it on a high boost, so I don't know if there was something that was already missing before we took it on high boost or not, but yeah, so we're getting that sorted. So Anthony at Tone Racing is seeing us over a new crown and pinion, so thank you for that. But other than that, there's nothing really. Oh, I suppose I could show you the Corolla. James's little KE Corolla. Dylan has just finished, or Dylan and Jesse have just finished putting the seats in it. So this is who we work with next door for our rust and panel work. So they've done all the tunnel, helped dismantle the seats and stuff. Mighty SR in there, so the radiator, intercooler, oil cooler down the bottom there. So yeah, so Jesse's remade all of the bracketry for the seats. So we just got to do the shifter and all that stuff, and wire and finish the fuel setup and all that stuff. Just got to do a drop tank and the rest of the exhaust. But I think that's going in hibernation for a few months until James gets his new house sorted. But yeah, I just thought I'd just do a quick touch base with what's going on here at Vinny Fab. Haven't really done much since I've been in America. Did a couple American clips just to keep the videos going while I was away. But yeah, so hopefully the next one will be a lot more interesting. Hopefully we'll have the motor mounted in the Betty, the 20B Betty. Hopefully we have Clayton's FC pretty much done, and hopefully the GDR will be off for wiring and won't be too far away. I think we're going to try have this going for fours and rotors if our stars can align. But yeah, it sounds like tuning the gearbox is pretty complex, so we've been standing up on the Turbo Lamech trans computer for that. Cannot wait to drive this thing, actual cannot wait. So I was talking to 8-Speed Oz yesterday. They're going to give us a lot of help to setting it all up, make sure we do it all properly so it drives really, really nicely. So thanks to those guys. Alright, so here's our Wade Headshaw dry sump setup. So obviously your base pan comes with two mounts, which I really like, so you can mount the motor at the front and the back. Well, sorry, the front and the back. Front cover, obviously you got the pump assembly already included in it. So heavy unit, beautifully made, very impressed. He's done a very nice job of all of this. Front pulley, obviously comes with the trigger setup that you can include on it as well, like so, and then comes with the bracketry to mount it on the sides. Yeah, so let's get on the engine and then we can get the engine in the car and we can test fit everything. I just don't want to scratch it, man. I gotta try to tape it all up so it doesn't get scratched. Alright, I just got dummy fitted the 20B. I had to chop out another 100mm out of the gearbox tunnel. This cut in the file was already done before we got it, so please don't look too closely at that. But yeah, I've dropped the motor down. Intake is just touched on the top, so we're going to have to try to figure out what to do with the old cross member to fit it in. But yeah, dry sump setup's on, new intake's on. Somehow got to fit an EFR 9180 down there, sorry, 9280. And a 4-inch downpipe, which is going to be tight. But sits in a nice place just behind the rack. So yeah, good. Oh, stay tuned for the next vlog, and hopefully we've got this thing mounted and Jimmy's got it running. Oh yeah, we should be talking about this as well, eh?
Probably should be.